All right, so any organization that operates a structure where everything centers on one man. I get what I'm saying? All those olden days organizational structure, you must get permission from your coordinator. Your coordinator will not get permission from the supervisor from the manager, and then the manager will not get from the director. Director will not get from the CEO. CEO will not get from the. That's an old way of running organization. Okay, that's we'll call it centralized form of leadership. Okay, centralized form of leadership. It doesn't work anymore in this modern world. What works now is the centralized form of leadership. We're not going to talk about that today. It's a very, very, very advanced form of training. Okay, so that's not what we are discussing today, but I believe you understand what I'm saying. Where everything has to be centered on Engineer Nonso or Eminent Augusta or your top leaders that are handling things for you. It's not for your own good, because all of us, we're into this business for ourselves. That's reality. Let's just be truthful. Okay, we came into the business because there is something we saw. Yes, we want to be part of a large organization. We want to be part of something big, but at the same time, when you're not moving forward in the business, it means you can't find yourself in the business. You can't find yourself in the organization. And once you don't find yourself in the organization, you feel how would I put it? Defranchised. You feel marginalized. You feel frustrated. That's the truth. You need to find an identity in the organization. You need to be able to identify yourself. And trust me, one of the things that makes you identify yourself in an organization is when you are able to function in the organization. That's what gives you identity. Have you seen people that, in fact, I believe it's very abnormal to be in an organization and do nothing. You will see people that are very, very, I call them the alphas. You know, they are very, very vision and dreams driven and goals driven. They come into an organization and, you know, they try to grow, they try to move up, but they find out that everything, you know, is kind of like hindering them from growing, hindering them from expanding. That's a very, very wrong environment to be, where the leader wants to coordinate everything going on, and also is also sickly to, you know, be in an environment and in an organization and you want everything to be done for you. It means you're not normal. You're not normal. One of the things I always ask people to do is this: if something happens to Engineer Nonso today, if something happens to Eminent Augusta today, if something happens to Mr. Tobechukwu Nwiku today, these are mentors, other mentors that are here, top mentors like me. If something happens to Madam Amarachi, if something happens to her today, what's going to happen to your business? Would your business survive? Do you understand how things flow in the business you are running? That has to be an inward desire. That's another level of taking responsibility. That's another level. Do you know how to go around your business? What would you be able to say about the organization you belong to? What would you be able to say? Now, in fact, I wanted to play a training for us by John C. Maxwell, 5 different levels of leadership development, but I think it is, let me leave that training. Let me leave that training for today. Let me check how many minutes quickly and see if we can have it. Okay, because I wouldn't want anything that will take us much time. 27 minutes, that's about 30 minutes.
Have a great.
Okay, I think we have enough time for it. But let me just give us a prelude. Okay, it's very, very vital. So this Rising Star Mentors training is actually a training that enables you to work on your business. I've done a training that you can go and check up, and then you can check my YouTube channel is there, or you can request for it. I give it to you. Okay, that's where I talk about the difference between working in your business and working on your business. Working in your business has to do with dealing with all the 7 core disciplines, which I believe everyone here should have known. Okay, you should be not really mastered, but you should be aware of the 7 core disciplines. And we're going to be dealing with those 7 core disciplines. The level of training we'll be receiving when it comes to the 7 core disciplines will be different from the level of training I give out in the Millionaire School. Here, I get you to master it. When we are talking, for example, when we are talking about prospecting, okay, you mustn't follow my scripts. This is where I get you to understand the main ingredients of prospecting so that you'll be able to generate your own prospecting scripts. So you shouldn't be waiting for me to generate a script for you. Sir, I'm looking for a follow-up message to send to my people. No, you shouldn't ask me that question. My work is to teach you, how do I generate those follow-up messages? In the Millionaire School, you can share the information I send out. I generate follow-up message, I give you. I generate prospecting scripts, I give you. That's wonderful, but you must learn how to generate it yourself. You see that? During presentation, in the Millionaire School, I tell you, invite people, I present for you. You can use my video. No, in a Rising Star Mentors training, you will learn how to share the business one-on-one. I will be evaluating you based on the people you share the business to, and they registered immediately, not the people you invited to my training. Did you see that? In the Millionaire School, I tell you, okay, look at what you need to do in handling of objections. If it's too much, direct your leaders. No, you're not pushing anything off now. Okay? In the Millionaire School, I'm the one promoting all the events. I'm the one promoting the 90 days challenge. I'm the one promoting it. As a leader, I teach you the importance of promoting events. I teach you how to promote the events yourself. So even in the Rising Star Mentors training, we are going to be dealing with the 7 core disciplines, but we are going to be receiving a different, side of the information. Here, we are going to become masters. I'm raising you with the mentality to act like me. So I'm trying to duplicate myself in all of you. That's just the summary of what is the summary of the Rising Star Mentors training. I'm trying to duplicate myself in you. That's what I'm trying to do. And then that is one. That is working in your business. Don't forget that. That's what it means to work in your business. Dealing with the activities that is involved in the building of the business. The 7 core disciplines. What is working on your business? Working on your business has to do with working on the individuals. Working on yourself to know how to work on other people. Listen to me. In every business, in every enterprise, human beings are the real business. Working on human beings is the real business. Trust me. When you have the people working with you, properly trained, well-raised, well taken care of, well-nurtured, your business will explode. So, Mama asked me a technical question. Mama Princess asked me a very technical question, but she didn't understand how deep the question she asked is. And then I answered it, how would I put it now? Peripherally. Yes, I gave her a peripheral answer. The question she asked was, she said, why are you earning every day? I called her. The answer I gave to her was that, Mama, I'm building one side of your account. So that answers her question of why is the other account, the third account, not earning money. Please, I'm sorry, let me renew my data quickly because I've been having network issues. Seriously, I've been having we have only 2 gigabytes. So let me just check quickly. I believe the 2 gigabytes will be enough for me. Let me check and make sure I have up to 2. I was having serious network issues yesterday to recharge my data. This is a very important training. Oh, 1.9 gig. Can I take the risk? I can't take the risk. Let me see if I can. While I'm talking, I'll be recharging my data. I can't take that risk. The risk is too much. So the answer I gave to Mama was just peripheral. But do you know the advanced answer to that question? Mama, the reason why I'm making money every day is because I have leaders under me that are working every day without me. That's it. That is why, see, let me tell you, this business is not about how much you are making. Take your eyes off how much you are making. Yes, it's important to, I will not lie to you. I was speaking to Minister Augusta, and she was telling me about him. I want to support this person. I want to support this person. And I called her. I said, young lady, come on, wait first. Wait. You need money. Don't be building people on your higher leg. Build on your lesser leg. You need money. The people you are raising, they don't even know you need money. And there are some challenges you will face, and you will no longer be there for them, and they will not believe and understand you don't have money. There are certain things you don't joke with at all. You need oxygen in order to breathe. And if you can't breathe, you will die. And when you die, there will be nobody to mentor people. So I told her that. But you must understand that working on your business, remember, working in and on. Working on your business means working on yourself to become a better leader, and then working on the people that you are leading. Yes. Never you forget that. Do you want to be earning money every day? Very, very simple. Work on yourself. Work in your business and work on your business. Develop leaders that can do what you are doing. As many as possible. You know, when we listen to Matt Morris and he's talking about in 1 week, can you imagine a team that in 1 week they were able to recruit 15,000 people? Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. I claim this in the name of Jesus. Oh. That is why once I'm done with developing new set of leaders now in RODI in Nigeria, I'm moving into other countries. I can't be bound by Nigeria. I wasn't called to just be a Nigerian. No. People they have different callings in their life. That's another training I'm going to give us about callings and about other people's. Okay, you must know your calling. And let me tell you, I wasn't called to be a small person. I'm going to show you why understanding your core purpose and your calling will take you far in life. When you know you are not called for a small life, you will reject and refute anything that has to do with the smallness in your life, in your business. You will refute it. When you know you've been born to conquer, you've been born to dominate, you've been called to achieve great success, you will not settle for less. When you know you are called to conquer countries, you are called to conquer territories, anywhere you are, trust me, you will not be normal with smallness. It will become abnormal. There will be a burning hunger and anger in you anytime you see yourself producing little. Because you know you've been endowed with such great treasures to achieve much more in life. I tell myself, no. All these talents and all these giftings I've got on the inside of me is not meant for just 16,400 persons in RDI. God forbid. I'm meant to speak to millions of people. Come on, and let me teach us something. In the Rising Star Mentors training, you have to learn when I switch off. And you yourself have to switch in. Are you hearing me? Whenever I'm talking like this, let me teach you. That's how my mentor taught me. My mentor sometimes when we are discussing and he starts declaring something about himself, don't sit down and be watching me. That's what he told me. Don't sit down and watch me. Whenever I'm declaring something about myself, keep saying it. Say it out the same way I'm saying it about yourself. Don't sit down and be watching me. Because at that time, I'm no longer just talking to you. I'm not talking to myself. Because I'm also a leader. So when you hear me say something like, I'm not born for a small life, repeat it back to yourself and tell yourself, I'm not born for a small life. And I'm born to have millions of people hearing me and listening to me. Yes, I'm born to mentor millions of people. I'm born to conquer territories. I'm born to have RODI in so many states, in so many countries. Come on. I'm not born to just have 16,400 persons listening to me. Yes. Come on. There is so much greatness on each and every one of us. It's our responsibility to bring it out, to make it manifest, to manifest that greatness. That's why Miles Moron said the greatest and the most treacherous place on earth is the cemetery, the graveyard. That's the richest place on earth, because that is where you will see talents that were never brought out. That is where you will see giftings that were buried. Then you see great leaders that never gave themselves an opportunity to manifest their greatness and their great leadership capabilities. I'm telling you, there are people that would have turned Nigeria around for good, but they never allowed themselves to manifest. Would you be one of those that will reach the graveyard? Would you? So I know so well I'm not born just for RDI. Trust me. I'm born to create a structure that so many persons and so many other teams will emulate from. That's what we call the pinnacle level in leadership development. Pinnacle level, where you are not just thinking about your team alone. You are thinking about creating a structure. I believe what I'm doing at the end of the day, generations to come, they will read how common persons, common people, we are able to build a large organization that formed a movement. And people will read our manuscripts. People will read our scripts. People will watch our videos. People will watch our documentaries and have a roadmap to greatness. That's what I'm doing. What about you? So as a rising star mentor, you are to work in your business and at the same time work on your business. You must know that. What am I doing here? I'm here to work on you, and I'm here to work with you. There are two different things. I'm working on you, training you, mentoring you, but I'm here to also work with you in training you, raising you, and at the same time, raising RDI. This is where we are raising the new generation of RDI leaders. A time is going to come in your life where you're going to get to a stage where you will not just be thinking about you, your team. Mr. Tobechukwu, you're only thinking about your team alone. Alpha Lion and Mr. Gossa, you're thinking about your team alone. Princess Akara, you're thinking about your team alone. Mama Agnes, no. When you start thinking about bringing value to the RDI community, anywhere you are an RDI representative. Madam Augusta can call and say, yes, I know someone now. Yeah, okay. You are in this location. One of our top leaders is there. Mama Agnes, go meet her. And when Mama Agnes is meeting the person, Mama Agnes is meeting the person as her own downline. Even though the person will not even know that Madam Agnes is not even in her team. Where you become selfless, that is where we are heading to. So I'm not just working on you, I'm also here to work with you. There are going to be trainings, you are the leaders of RDI. There are going to be meetings we'll be having, discussions we'll be having that other persons will not know. There are going to be decisions we'll be making first before I bring it up and make it a public declaration. There are going to be projects we'll be handling that we have to discuss first. Yes. Now, there are two things that are very much needed from each and every one of us for us to have a successful leading and a successful experience, a wonderful experience in our Rising Star Mentors training. There are two things I want you to have at the back of your mind. They are the primary ingredients. Trust me. Primary ingredient needed for you to succeed at the level where you are now. Many of us listening to the training I sent to us, and then that's going to be one of our core trainings. Okay? Core trainings. What are those two things? In fact, the second one swallows the first one. But I'll call it two so that it will be easier for us to differentiate. The first one is called discipline. Discipline. And the second one is called responsibility. Discipline swallows responsibility. But I wanted to have it separate so that we'll be able to understand this properly. You cannot succeed in life without discipline. You cannot. You cannot achieve massive greatness in life without discipline. in various areas of your life. Financially, one of the things I learned from my 36 years, 35 years, I'll be 36 by 24th, okay, is 24th of this month, is to learn to discipline myself in certain areas, especially my financial life. Seriously. I analyzed my first 35 years and I told myself, my first 15 working year, let me just assume, I started working actively and professionally at the age of 20, but I started at the age of 18, actually, while I was in my third year. But I just want to make it summary. 20 years to 35 years, meaning 15 years. And I have to sit down and ask myself, what mistakes have you made? Let me tell you, lack of discipline, especially in my business. Lack of discipline accounted to over 99% of the losses I encountered. This one is not by an environmental factor, political factor, geographical factor, human factors. No, this is me. I caused the loss myself because I lack discipline. In my investments, lost so much money in my investment because I lack the discipline to sit down and do a thorough research. Do thorough work before I move into whatever I'm moving into. Discipline and taking responsibility. If I'm to take you to the next level of your business, you must be disciplined. And it's not something that, I will have to carry cane and be flogging you and be talking harshly. No. It's a decision. You have to become conscious of it. Right now, whenever I want to make, I'm using investment and business as an example, as a case study here. Whenever I want to make any move, I tell myself, think about it extra 7 days. Think about it 7 more times. Think about it 7 more times. Discipline myself, do the research. And when I mean thinking, I don't sit down worrying. I mean researching critically, criticizing positively, about whatever I want to do. Is that the best? Is there something better than this? Is there something better than this? For every single action I take in terms of business, I have written down positive factors that make me, take those decisions. So I don't just jump in. Discipline. That's what I learned. Discipline. I want to make an investment. I've lost so much money in so-called investment. Even if it's landed properties, I sit down and study the real estate industry. How do I invest strategically? I want to invest in stocks. Do you just go and buy stocks and sell stocks? I have to study stocks. How does great men invest in stocks? Passively and actively. I want to invest. How do I invest in stocks? Discipline, taking responsibility. So please, I'm going to be encouraging us. This Rising Stars Mentors training is very different from the other ones. Very, very, very different. Our different trainings, very different. So please, and we need us to have that attitude, okay, of discipline, exhibiting it all the time, and taking responsibility. I wouldn't have to be saying if I have to say something twice, it means one thing. I didn't communicate well, or you didn't listen. I didn't communicate well, or you didn't listen. I'm going to try as much as possible to communicate in simple terms so that you'll be able to understand easily and to follow through. Now, I have a slide here. I want to give us a training on team building, because here, my primary purpose, following the RDI leadership structure, is to get you to become an influential mentor. Okay? Getting you to become an influential mentor. Now, we've been able to review the criteria for being an influential mentor. Yes. Okay, I discussed with the Elite Ambassador. She's the topmost leader in RDI. I discussed with the Elite Ambassador because I can't just change it. Okay, running and mentoring people on what it takes to become an influential mentor. Please, Eminent Augusta, if you are free, kindly unmute yourself, please. So we had a serious review on what it takes, okay, to become a Rising Star mentor, and then we had to have few things worked on. Now, before becoming an inflation mentor requires you having 7 accounts, one. Then secondly, completing what we call your 666 structure. What is 666 structure? You recommended 6 persons. Those 6 persons recommended 666 persons. That's what it means to become a rising star, an inflation mentor. I will say it again. An inflation mentor is someone that has sponsored. It means you've registered 6 persons. Like Mama Princess Akalana, you've done more than 6 persons. Madam Kenyide, you've done more than 6 persons. Mama Agnes, you've done more than 6 persons. Mr. Churchill, yes, I think you've done more than 6 persons. Mr. Toby, you've done more than 6 persons. Eminent Augusta, of us know her now. She's not even rising star. She's not even inflation mentor. She's an elite ambassador. Now, listen. If those 6 persons sponsor 6 persons, that's what it means to become an inflation mentor. Now, we decided to work on it and, rebalance the criteria. Okay, so I'm going to list out what we've worked on, okay, so that we understand actually what I'm trying to get us to achieve. And when you know what it is, then you can now start working on it for yourself. Okay, you start working on that. Okay, Eminent Augusta, I don't know if you are here. Please kindly unmute yourself. Let's have Eminent Augusta, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, please, I will really need your voice now. So we talked about, I hope we have our pen and paper. What I'm telling us now has not been published. That's reality. So we'll be publishing it to the main team. Okay? All right, so please, I hope you have your pen and your paper. Let me be sharing the slide with us. That's our new criteria for becoming rising star mentors. Sorry, becoming inflation mentors. Not rising. We are already rising star mentors. That's why we are here today.
I'm in a meeting. Have you called me?
So this is exactly what I'm working on us to achieve within 60 days.
What about the corporate?
Okay. Number one, as an inflation mentor must have 7 accounts. An inflation mentor must have 7 accounts. An inflation mentor must have 20 direct sponsors. Meaning that you must have sponsored minimum of 20 persons directly through you. Okay? Now, an inflation mentor must produce at least 8 rising star mentors on different legs. Okay, must produce direct. It must be direct. Direct, I will tell you the meaning of direct and indirect. Direct rising star mentors obviously on different legs. Okay, on different 8 legs. On different legs, sorry. Okay, should I say on different legs? Because some of you may have to, okay, no, let's remove the different legs. Okay, you may not understand why I removed that. All right, so that is exactly what it takes to become an influential mentor. So put it down quickly. What I'm showing us right now has not been published. It has not been published at all. So we're going to be working on our materials again that we're going to be publishing Very, very, very vital. Very, very vital. So what I'm working towards achieving, this is our main goal, to qualify for being an influential mentor. That's what I'm working on achieving. Nothing more, nothing less. Following our RDI structure, this is exactly what we are trying to achieve. That's what we are trying to achieve. Okay? You must have 7 accounts. Many of you already have 7 accounts here. Okay? You must have 20 persons directly sponsored. Some of you already near it. Mama Agnes is already near it. Mama Kenyinde is already near it. Mama Princess, you already near it. And some of you were just joining newly and you are firing. You already near it. So you're going to have 20 persons you brought into the business directly through you. Okay? So we are going to be talking about the strategies. We're going to be talking about more on better ways. For example, those of you in Rising Star Mentors, all of you here, you are the only ones permitted to run adverts on Facebook. Yes. So there are going to be serious trainings on how to run and manage online adverts. There are some of you here that have already started it before I decided to stop introducing people to online adverts, as in paid adverts. It's only Mr. Churchill, Mr. Tobechukwu, and the Mr. Augusta, you're already running online adverts, but I've decided to pause it. A lot of people, they've been demanding for it, but I decided to pause it because running online adverts can be very disappointing, seriously. So you need trainings that will get you to a place where you can maximize. And at the same time, it's also very rewarding. But you need to understand and get a better perspective. If you're trying to just recruit plenty of people online, you will lose. Online is just a place you can gather people, work on them, then as they are registering, you are duplicating. The real money you make running adverts online is when they start duplicating, not getting them registered. So when you have a wrong mindset and wrong perspective, you will miss out. And how do you conquer this? Once you start running an online advert, any of you here that will get into running an online advert, you must plan to run it for 3 months. Someone is here, I told him that, Mr. Churchill. 90 days. You want to run anything online, you must be 90 days so that you can get the best out of it. So if you know you are not ready to run it for 90 days, you will wait, or you match up with your team leader, team members that are here in the same Rising Star Mentors training and work with them. So you are to sponsor 20 persons directly. Then the third one, you must have produced 8 Rising Star mentors. Now, who is a Rising Star mentor? Don't forget, a Rising Star mentor is someone that has 3 accounts and has sponsored to 2 persons. Must have what? 3 accounts and must have sponsored what? To 2 persons. Now, I'm going to be giving us a special promo. This promo will shake people's, as it will shake us. The first person that will become a Rising Star, that will become an influential mentor. But I am going, the criteria will not be the same with the old Rising Star mentors like Mama Agnes. Mama don't start. They don't take. As a last year alone, if you see how many people she has recommended, Mama Kenyinde, no, now. No. They all will not be the same. So I will put a particular time frame and say, okay, if we are talking about, but your number of accounts will count for you. The number of accounts you have, if you already have 7 accounts, like Mama that has about, I think, 13 accounts, no, it will count for her. Okay? It doesn't matter. Like Mr. Churchill that has 15 accounts already, it will count for her. Mama Juliana, it will count for her 7 accounts. Now, but when it comes to sponsoring and people you are working with, Okay, I can come up and say, you know what? Starting from the month of June or May, everybody you sponsor from the month of May, from May down, can now count for you as you're directly sponsored. And then that's also what I will use in counting for you, people that will become Rising Star mentors. For example, now, Mama Agnes sponsored Madam Kehinde since last year. Okay? And Mama Kehinde became a Rising Star mentor since last year. So Mama Kehinde cannot be counted for Mama Agnes now. Because that one don't take now. He cannot again, no. So people that will have to be counted for Madam Kehinde will now be people she sponsored from May. Mama Agnes is something from May. So we now count from May down. Okay? From May down. All right? So we will count, and I'm going to work out, but the promo will not be the same thing. It will not be small promo. We are talking about something from 50,000 naira and above, even to more than 100,000. The first person that will become a Rising Star mentor, or I can bring out 150,000 and say, you know what, the first 3 influential mentors, we have this. Okay, you must produce 8 rising stars. What does that mean? By the time you are bringing people into the business, you are no longer sitting down and then you are looking at them. No. You're going to work with them to become Rising Star mentors. You're going to make sure they have 3 accounts, and you're going to make sure they have what? Two people connected to the business. Now, I want us to have this training. It's very, very vital. I'm going to rush it over. Okay, I'm going to rush it over. I'm grateful to God for this. You won't understand. I'm grateful to God. All right, so to introduce the training is about team building. So if you look at the whole picture, if you look at the full picture of the goal for these meetings and for these trainings, to become an influential mentor, all I'm doing is to get you to have a large team. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. If you follow our 90 days challenge, you would have sponsored 20 persons now. So that one is gone. That one is taken off from you. It's taken off. You see that? So that's why our 90 days challenge is something nobody should joke with. Are you getting me? That is it. It's to get you to have a large team. By the time you have 8 Rising Star mentors, do you know how many people you must have had in your team? Those Rising Star mentors, that means they have 3 accounts. They have 2 people under them. That's 2 times 8. We give you 16. Then 16 plus 20, we give you 36 persons. That means you have about 36 people directly. These are your direct sponsored. I hear what I'm saying. This one is not my downline duplicated. For example, if Mama Kehinde sponsored Madam Juliana. Now, Madam Juliana is a Rising Star mentor. I get what I'm saying. So, Madam Kehinde already have a Rising Star mentor counting for her because Mama Juliana connected before me. Sorry, after May this year. Do you see that? Do you see that? Now, everybody that Madam Juliana is registering, the number of persons that are counted for Mama Kehinde is 2, because that is all that is needed. So can you imagine, we are not even talking about all the downliners of your downline, of your directly sponsored. So if Madam Kehinde sponsors 30 persons now, can you imagine how large Madam Kehinde's team will be? And can you imagine how large Mama Agnes' team will be? So we are even talking about just following our structure, 36 people being in your team. So the overall picture of this, whatever our goal, is to get you to have a large team. So understanding how to build a team and the importance of a team is very, very vital towards becoming successful in the business. Okay, so let's just take a look at a short training on team building. And then after that, we are going to be looking at something very vital to me. I call it the Rising Star Mentor's obligation to her team. All right. And then after that, we are going to be looking at the taboos. There are taboos. There are things you don't try doing. Now, other persons may do that and they may receive small discipline. If you do it, my dear, it is not something normal. We have to really look at it in a very critical way. All right, so let's look at team building. Just a very short training that will just last for about 10 minutes. Team building. We're going to look at the definition of a team. We're going to look at the importance of a team. And we're going to look at the basis of building a great team. See what I said here, basics. All right. Now, according to the Business Dictionary, a team is a group of people with full of set of complementary skills required to complete a task or a project. So look at it here. The key words is complementary skills, tasks, or projects. So everybody in your team, they have skills, but there must be a task for them to achieve. So without required skills and a project, what is a project? A project has to do with a vision and a goal. To accomplish, you can build a viable team. So when you are looking at your team, there are two things that makes your team to blossom. Number one is what? Goals. There must be a goal set. So you must have to make our time, sit down, set goals with your team. That's what I'm doing with us. Set goals with your team members, and then doing what? Developing their skills, developing each other's skills. Skill and goals, which is projects, is what gets you to build a viable team. If there is no skill development and a goal people are working towards achieving, there is no team. So what is teamwork? Teamwork means the process of working collaboratively with a group of people in order to achieve a goal. Teamwork makes dreams work. The only thing that makes a dream work is what? Teamwork. Now let's look at the importance of a team in our business. Don't worry, I will send this slide as the whole material as it is. I will send it to you. You are to study the material and then give it back to me and then send me a report on it on the Rising Star Mentors group. Okay, so just pay attention. So while you are reading the book, you can now jot. But there are certain things I say that strikes your mind. You can write it down, but don't just get distracted. Success in network marketing or MLM depends a lot on teamwork. Trust. If you don't trust in yourself, you are going to fail. If you don't trust your upline, at the same time, you are going to fail. If you don't trust in your success lines, you will also going to fail. All of you will fail. Yes, so you must trust everybody, your leaders, yourself, and then your downlines. Now, building a team reduces weakness and increases strength. It reduces weakness and increases what? Strength. It allows you to tap into different industries. All right? It allows you to tap into different sectors. It allows you to leverage the effort of others in your team for faster results while you develop your own skills. So many of you are depending on Mr. Nonso's skill of presentation while you are developing your own what? Skill of presentation. So that's why we are together as a team. You are leveraging on my skill of following up while you are developing your own follow-up what? Skills. Now, these are the basics of building a great team. You must first see yourself as a leader within your organization. At this point in time, I cannot overemphasize the fact of being conscious of the fact that you are now a leader. Yes, you must be goal and vision driven. Yes, it's your responsibility to create and maintain and protect your team culture, which supports your vision and your goals. You must maintain those structures. You must maintain that culture. An effective team leader will make his team members feel supported and valued for their roles in the team. That's your responsibility. That's what you need to do. The team leader must set good example for good teamwork to come about. You must set good example. If you are coming late, your people will be coming late. If you don't report, your people will not report. Whatever you do will reflect in your team. Show good example. Any negativity on the leader's part can be destructive. That's one of the don'ts. That's one of the taboos. Complaining, you are in a meeting. Let me say this. It is a taboo to see you as a rising star mentor come to a general meeting and you are, all of you supposed to be my backbone. You are supposed to be contributing. If there is something you need to say, there is somehow, you don't just say things because you want to say it. You have to understand that people are actually on different levels in the business. Be conscious of what you say. There is no product in the country. You are not supposed to come up openly and follow other new members and be talking about product not being available now. This one is not available now. When you finish destroying the mind of your team members, which energy will they use in building their business? And in the next few weeks, next few days, products will not come. They will tell you even they are not interested in the product. What would you do? You've destroyed your own team. Your works must build, must encourage, must edify. There is no organization that is perfect. There is no, even the government, look, they are the worst. Yes. But the best thing that can happen for an organization is to work onto what? Perfection. Getting better and better. All right, now let's look at the obligations of a rising star mentor. These are just some of the obligations. Okay? Your obligation to her team, of a rising star mentor to her team. Number one, it is your responsibility to coordinate and document all members of the team. Sorry, let me correct this. It's typo error. Now, let me say this. Why is it so easy that all of you, hey, Engineer Nonso, I've forgotten my username and password. Though. I just go to my Excel, get it out, pam. So there will be trainings I'll be giving you, all right? Administrative trainings on how to use Excel properly, how to use PowerPoint. You must document. Do you know everybody? What am I talking about? We are on Zoom now. Let me just share the slide let me just share the file with us here. It will shock you. All of you here, it will shock you. Just watch and see what will happen here. Let me open a file to you. Many of you already know this file. Do you know how many laptops I've changed? All of you here will see the file. Take a look at this. 2015, 2016, when I encountered the business first time, when I was not even serious. Take a look at this. You will see people with the exact dates they came into the business. 13th May. You can see my Oka team. You can see Benin. You can see Calabar. Let me search out. Okay, no, Eminent Augusta will not be here. The person Engineer Rinze. Let me search out Engineer Rinze. Many of you will get shocked. The Rinze, many of you know at Lagos. I have so many Arinzes. I will teach us how to use Excel. Look at it here. Arinze Emmanuel Chukunonso. Look at Engineer Rinze. He did 3 accounts. Engineer Rinze registered on the 17th of June. 17th of June, 2016. At Uyo, look at his ID. Look at his username. It is your responsibility to document. His username is Champunoni. Come on. Let me look for Eminent Augusta, 2017. Let me look for her. This is what it means to be a leader. You must learn to document. Look at her here. Look at Eminent Augusta. M just B. Look at her. Ihezwe Augusta Ogonna. Look at her phone number. Look at her username. King Ihezwe. Look at her ID here. She registered 1 account those days. I can search out Mr. Tobechukwu Nwiku. Where's Mr. Toby? Let me look for Kaduna. Valentine. Let me search Valentine. Look at Mr. Tobechukwu Nwiku here. Valentine Nwiku. Valentine Tobechukwu. 16th of March. 16th of March 2019. Look at her. Look at him here. Look at his username. Look at his ID. All of you, anybody I sponsor and the team members, I document. It is your responsibility. I don't lose. When I mean, I don't just document. I upload it to my email. Then I upload it to Dropbox. I will teach you those tools. Even if they've stolen my laptop before, that did not crash my business. I have records. It's your responsibility to document. Even you're down, that's what it means to be accountable. To be accountable. To be accountable. You will document. You will have an Excel. You will write down every contact, username, password. It is a tax on my side. Some of you will demand of those details from me. Now, when I'm talking about your downlines, I'm talking about the people you registered directly and then their own downlines. Now, there are some of you, maybe your upline puts somebody under you. You may not know. But see, you must know everybody your downlines are bringing into the business. For example, Mama Agnes, you're supposed to know everybody Mama Kehinde is bringing into the business. You're supposed to know all of them. Mama Kehinde, you're supposed to know everybody Madam Juliana is bringing into the business. It is your responsibility. You must be accountable. You document. If you don't know them, how can you account for them? So that's your primary responsibility. That's why I put it direct sponsored teams. To ensure that all members of the team goes through the foundation class and is well inducted into the millionaire school. And so they will be make admit, and so you will be make, sorry, is a typo error. Those of you will see, I wrote these things today. I'm telling you, I told myself, this Rising Star Mentors training, we must hold it, no matter what. Aha. Okay, all right, so let's continue. Let's continue. Let me share back the slide again. Now, you are to ensure that all your team members go through foundation class. What does that mean? You are going to be creating your own personal foundation class WhatsApp groups for yourself and all your team members. Yes. As a Rising Star mentor, everybody, before I was thinking about having someone like Mama Agnes having her own, together with Madam Juliana and with Mama Kehinde. No. Everybody will have theirs. I know it's a great task for me, and I will be in all your WhatsApp groups. When I see that you are not growing so well, I will remove myself from the WhatsApp groups. That is your responsibility. When anybody joins the business, it is my responsibility to forward it to your team. I will forward it to you. When I forward it to you, it is your responsibility to add them to the WhatsApp group, the foundation WhatsApp group. Listen, that's the first thing they go through. Foundation WhatsApp group. I will give you sample of messages. You first welcome them. When you welcome them, you see all those messages. I don't call anybody, but you see what I normally do. You will send them the message to welcome them, add them to the group, then you forward them with the videos and get them to do what? To watch the videos. The ones that submit the reviews, you are now to induct them. You will be the one introducing people. So the days for our induction in our millionaire school, you will be the one inducting people. All right, right now, let's be unmuting Madam Princess Akala. She has someone to induct today, and then you will bring the person. I'll bring the person. So you will introduce the person to our millionaire school. Okay, and then okay, let's unmute Madam Ugo Kechinonye. Okay, to introduce her new millionaire school, our millionaire school partners. That's what we're going to be doing. Mr. Eric, the same thing. So you are to have your own foundation WhatsApp group. Now, these things are the things I'm going to help us to create out within 1 week. All of you, I'm going to be working with you one by one. I will call you on phone, we create it together, and we set it up together and make sure everybody is there. Are you hearing me? So that is what we need to do. That's what we need to do. It's your responsibility. After next week, these are things I'm going to do within 1 week. After next week, all of you, all your success lines, anybody that gets duplicated, I'm sending to you, and I'll be watching you to add them to the foundation class. Yes, you think I will leave you just like that? No, it's also my business now, and I want you to grow. So I will make sure you do what is needed to be done. That's your responsibility. To meet with all members of your team on a weekly basis. Now listen, every week all of you will give me days. You will be meeting your members, either on Zoom or physically. So I'm going to be teaching you how to run Zoom meetings. We are going to be using 1 week to establish all this. So next week, we're going to be having much more than one training. All right? We'll be having much more than one training. So let me just get back to my family on Tuesday or Monday, and I'm trying to travel, or maybe on Monday or Tuesday, I don't know. Probably it's on Monday. Okay, maybe around Wednesday, Thursday, we'll have a meeting first so I can equip us with these tools. I will show you a sample of Excel, the way you need to be saving your details, okay? Then I will teach you how to connect Zoom meetings. You will have to start hosting Zoom meetings. Yes. If you are not going to have Zoom meeting, have a physical meeting. And you must show me proofs. So you are to meet with all your team members every week, once a week. You create a time for it. They must see you as a leader, giving value to them. What makes you a leader is that you are giving value to the people you are leading. So there must be a day you talk to them. You will learn. I will teach you what to teach them. Yes. So all this training, how can someone like me at my level, I'll be having a training on how to log in into account? For what reason? There are trainings I should never do again. I'm telling you, how can a top leader like me, I'm supposed to be giving out things that will help you to explode your business, and I'll be talking about how to log in into account? For what? And I have leaders like you. Anyway, that doesn't stop me from doing it too. I will keep doing it. But I'm saying your own team member doesn't need to wait until Engineer Nonso teaches it before they learn it. Do you know why I will keep doing it? Mama Princess Akala, let me sponsor you. I will sponsor plenty more people, and I will keep teaching it. Let me sponsor Mama Agnes, and I will keep doing. I will keep sponsoring. It is saying me. I never arrive. Oh, I'm still very young and vibrant in the business. I will not. If all of you here decide not to work, you think me it will stop me? Will I never see anything? Can't you see I'm the one leading? I sponsored 18 persons in 30 days. 18 myself. Only me sponsored 18. You think say I did door back? No. None of you will overtake. Okay, let me not say none of you will overtake. You will overtake me, but let me tell you, but me, I'm not going to slack. You can be the first, but I'll be pursuing you back to back. Maybe I may be second or third. No, I don't want. I can leave the first for you. I can be second, but I can assure you that even though I'm the second, I will make sure that the gap will not be too much. So I will keep teaching. But while you are building your business, you should not wait for Engineer Nonso to teach some vital and little things to your partners. You are the one. That's where you're supposed to give them value. Mama Agnes says, I will overtake you. Amen. I claim it in Jesus' name. I claim it in Jesus. Please, all of you should overtake me. Eminent Augusta, please overtake me. Mama Kehinde, overtake me. Mr. Toby, overtake me. Oh, Mr. Chochi, overtake me. Mama Juliana, overtake me. Mr. Eric, overtake me. Oh my God. That's what I'm praying. Every father will pray that his children will become greater than him. I'm praying so. Overtake me, I beg. Overtake me. These are potential GAs, RGAs. Don't worry, when I never see anything, no. Of course, you know, this goal I gave us, the Rising Star Mentors, Inflation Mentors goal. Of course, that's just the primary goal, oh. Sure, you know. No. I've not come out with the complete goal now. Don't worry. For example, all of you here must become silver executives this year. It's a must. Yes, now. There is no two ways about it. You must become a silver executive. A silver executive member with Ed Plan 2.0, recognized by the company himself. You must become a silver executive. Don't worry. You know, this one is just like a crash course. Just wait for Engineer Nonso. I'm happy that at least I kicked it off. Now, let's look for the next one again. To coordinate payments of new accounts. It is your responsibility to do what? Coordinate payments. You must see what makes you a leader is this. For example, somebody wants to pay. Mama Juliana, your downline wants to pay. It is your responsibility to tell your downliner to send the payment details to you. I should not be collecting payments from Madam Meg. I should not be collecting payments from Madam Ikeobi if you are doing your work properly. Yes. If you are doing your work properly, Mama Princess, I should not be collecting payments from Madam Oweye. Yes. You should be the one what? Messaging me. You should be the one collecting payments from them. It should be that anytime somebody wants to pay, they contact you. You are their leader. Then you communicate with me. Why am I doing all this? See, when you don't bring value to people, you can't lead them. The reason why I called on you, all of you just appear. It's even this morning I sent the meeting link and all of you are here. Is because I've given you so much value that there is no part of you that does not believe I'm here for you. There's a book I call Jab, 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 Jab. There's a book by Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay? All right. He's an American guy, American immigrant. You know, the name of the book, title of the book is called Jab, 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 Right Hook. Okay? So it's actually is a boxing technology. Jab, 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 right hook means give, then request. I've given so much to you that when I request for your time, you give me your time. When you don't bring value to your team members, they don't see you as a leader. They will keep being on my head. And of course, you know, I can never reject any partner. But the point is this. When somebody sends a request to me and the queue is 100, and before I get to the person, the time is off. Who loses? I lose, you lose, but you will lose more because you are still new in the business. You are still building your business. So you must bring value. All those little things, you must bring value to them. Tell them, anybody that wants to pay, I will teach you how to coordinate your payments so they don't lose anything. Creating special WhatsApp groups where we are posting payments not to lose anything there. You get what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. You must have your own personal WhatsApp groups. These are the things I will ensure you have. You must have your own personal WhatsApp groups of your partners where you are passing across information. Choose a team name. I'm going to be members of the group. I'm going to be a member of the group. You choose a team name, and then all of you are communicating there. You must bring value to them. You must bring value to your people. That's what makes you a leader. So you are to coordinate sending of registration details, meaning that I will no longer be, even if I register for you, I will no longer be sending registration details to your partners directly. If I register somebody now for Mr. Eric, I will send it to you, and then I will just screenshot the username, password, and ID and give to you. You will not be the one that will put it inside a normal text message we give out. And it is your responsibility to call. You are to call every new member of your team. You are to come and welcome all new members of the team using a script. You are to always motivate and encourage your team. Everybody, even if the person paid deposit, even if the person paid in full, you are to call and say, oh, thank you so much. I will give us a script for that. You are welcome to the RDI family. Oh, thank you so much, Engineer Nonso. You must reference me because majority of them comes through me. You must reference me. Oh, Engineer Nonso is our top leader. He has been so awesome bringing value to us, and he has assigned you to me, and he has assigned me to you. He has assigned me to you to make sure that you are following through with whatever he's doing to make sure that you succeed. Madam, welcome to the family. You must surely succeed with our support. Madam, please feel free. Anything you need, any challenge you may have, feel free to ask me. You must assume that responsibility. Now, that is what you need to do within 24 to 48 hours of anybody that registers. So once anybody pays and I send you the details, it is your responsibility to document it in your Excel spreadsheet, save the Excel spreadsheet, and then put up a phone call to them to welcome them to the team. And then now tell them, man, we have our foundation class. You have to go through the foundation class. I'm going to be adding you to the WhatsApp group right now. Please ensure you go through it. If you encounter any challenge, please, I am there for you. It is your responsibility. That's your responsibility. I am there for you. I will add you to the foundation class. It's your responsibility to do so. Now, let's get to the taboos. These are just the basic taboos. I call them the basic taboos. As in, don't even think of doing them. Please. I'm going to give us more. We are working on our complete ethics and conduct in RDI, and it will be published as a book soon. Okay? These are the taboos. Number one, complaining with the members of the team. Hi, never you complain. Complain to me in our Rising Star Mentors training. The only platform you have to complain is this Rising Star Mentors training. Because you are not complaining together with other leaders now. Maybe you are complaining about something that another leader has conquered, and that leader can tell you how to handle it. How can you be complaining to somebody that does not have solution to your problem? What are you doing? You are destroying the person. And it was never intentional. So I've seen so many leaders destroying their team out of what? Sheer ignorance. It's a taboo to complain. Never you complain. Number two, openly attacking the management of Ed Plan Company and RDI NGO is a taboo. attacking Edward company, comparing, don't you know that this company is like this one? Why is this company not doing this one? Oriflame is doing this one. Forever Living Products is, whenever you do it, I'm talking about doing it with the members of your team, or when we are having millionaire school or just open meeting. Don't ever try it. In our Rising Star Mentors training, where we have leaders together, when there are discussions where we need to borrow some things that some people are doing better, maybe there's a team that is doing so well, okay, you can pick classes. You must not necessarily even mention the name of the team. You know, I've actually encountered a team and look at what I see they did. It worked for them. Is there any way we can bring it into our team, okay, so that it can work better for us? It's only here we can bring in such suggestion. Never you attack the management of RDI. We are still very young, for God's sake. We are still very young. And we are learning every day. We will keep learning. So never you attack openly. There is this team like that. Oh. The team you are talking about, their top leader earns 60 million naira in a month. And they have more than 100 persons in their team that earns 5 million naira in a month. And you see them building estate, and you want us to go and build an estate of 100 acre. You see them on their own going abroad to do to go for what's it called? To go for holidays, using holidays as a reward. Maybe where Engineer Nonso is given 30,000 naira. There's a member of my team those days. That was a complaint. Can't you see Engineer this person, Engineer Fombok? Engineer Fombok is making 12 million naira in a month. He makes minimum of 9 million in a month. Sometimes me, I make 1 million naira. And you're comparing me and Engineer Fonda is giving 200,000 naira and I'm giving 30,000 naira. You're comparing two of us. How can you be comparing two of us? So never you compare. Never. Don't ever attack the RDI leadership because you are the leadership itself. When you attack leadership openly, you are destroying the organization. You can come here in our Rising Star platform. We are not saying we should not contribute, but look at the platform you are doing the talking. That is why I tell people that I go to social media and they are talking and attacking people openly. I say you are very foolish and you are mad. People, you are you are children. Watch them. They are all kids. You go on social media, you don't know that a child that does not understand the context of what you are saying is reading what you are writing, and then you end up destroying that child. You go ahead, you are attacking your father and attacking your parents on social media because you have freedom of speech, and you don't even understand the context. The child does not understand the context. It means you are not wise because you don't understand the platform from which you are talking. The platform is what determines where you are talking. How many of you talks everything where your children are? How many of you? We don't do it. But you know, when you're with your spouse, your husband or your wife, there are certain things you discuss. When you're with your mature children, there are certain things you discuss. Are you getting me? When you're with children, when you're with kids, there are certain things you don't discuss. It's called common sense. This one is there is no science behind it. It's just called common sense. So we are leaders. Let's be careful on the platform. Be mindful on the platform. Your common sense should tell you, are there new people here? Are there new people here? Are there? No, now. So please, for example, I'll be having OPP. Some of you will be asking me questions. It's very wrong. Questions during OPP is very wrong. OPP is a platform for new people. Some of you heard one man like that. One man I unmuted from Lagos that said, I want to use this platform now to... I didn't waste time. I muted the man back and said, I'm sorry, sir. I believe you should have been trained well. You are not supposed to do that here. This is a platform for new people, and we need to respect them. I need to say it in a way to protect the new person so they don't feel I'm arrogant or something. I said, no, this is their time. You have your platform. Why don't you use the platform? It is very wrong to be asking your leader questions on a general platform. Open place where new people are not members of the business. You are, some will tell him, some people will even come and say to you in the OPP time, sir, do you know I've not collected my complete products? In OPP, 8 p.m. meeting. Partners will be talking. Sir, I registered 3 weeks ago. I have not collected my username and password, though, and you are saying that within 72 hours we can collect username and password. So people will be cascading the leader inside the OBB, and they invited people. You invited new people, and you are. Please let me finish this training. Please, it's a taboo. All right. Now, look at the next one that is very important. Diverting team members to other network marketing companies. When it comes to this matter, let me tell us the truth. You'll be expelled not just from RDI. There is no forgiveness here. There are certain things you do, we correct you and forgive you. When you do this one, we don't see. There is nothing like we forgive you. You will be expelled from RDI. We will write a notice, put it in all the ROCs. I'm telling you, put it on social media handles, put it in all our WhatsApp groups that you've been excommunicated indefinitely. There is nothing like we call you back. We don't call you back. It's indefinite. Even if you want to return back to the team, let me tell you what we do. We create a WhatsApp group where we'll be sending you things. And the new people, and even if you have partners, the people that came into the business through my training, what I do is this. I will private chat all of them and tell them, hey, see, Mr. Tobechukwu, let me use my own boy here as an example. You know, I can use it and you will not misunderstand it. Mr. Tobechukwu has been excommunicated from RDI team. Please, all dealings with him should cease. If you decide to keep dealing with him, it's at your own risk. Beware of being diverted to another network marketing company from Engineer Chukwunonso Opala. And I will put his picture there. So there's nothing like they are guessing. No, there's no guessing. When I mean there is no turning back. There is no forgiveness in this one. No forgiveness. No forgiveness. Even if you say, I quietly left, I not collect anybody, hey, lie. You will, those people, they will silently be collecting people. Why are we doing that? This is because when people come into the business, most of your leaders, most of the partners you have, they join the business because they listen to me. It's not just because they trust you. It's also they believed in me. And that's the reason why they were duplicating. And we want to protect them. The next one that looks like it is to lead people into all those called investments. Now listen to me as leaders. If there are investments you see, trust me, many of you don't know me very well and what I can do. I know that from time to time, while I keep raising us, I'm going to be giving us great business insights. I'm telling you, great one. Trust me, to build wealth is easy. I know what I talk. Trust me. Building wealth is easy, especially when you are not in a hurry. I know what I'm telling you. Very, very easy. Once you are patient, you have a good income source, I will teach you. Don't worry. We are going to do a lot collectively. Let me give you just a piece. Do you know there are some things that have grown so big that their leaders, they come together and the company can do it for us, and we sign an undertaking that every month, 30% of all our earnings, as we are doing encashment, will be removed. 5% will be used managerially. That's what they use in doing promo. So you see some teams like this, they'll be doing promo of car because there are about 100 persons that can earn 1 million naira. And that 1 million naira every month, the company will be collecting 30%, and 5% of it, they will be using it to run the team. They'll be using it to organize conventions. They'll be using it to do promo, car, abroad. So someone like me, I'm earning 10 million naira. 5% of that 10 million naira, let's say for example in a year, I earn 100 million. 5 million naira from that 100 million naira will be used to run the team. You yourself, Mama Princess, you earn 10 million naira. 5% of that 10 million naira is 500,000 naira. It will be added. And all of us collectively, we can use it to do big projects for the RDI team. Then the remaining 25%, you will not see them using it to launch estates. I'm telling you, do serious investments both in Nigeria and outside the country because they have large pool of funds. Trust me, I know those things. Let us keep growing. If there is any investment opportunity you want to get into, let me save you some stress. Please share with me. I will give you my honest review. As long as it's not about dragging people into investment, as long as you are the only one doing it, I don't have any problem. If you do it and lose your money, carry. But trust me, even the Bible says that in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. Trust me, I sabi small. I don't know too much, but I sabi small. Trust me. With all sense of humility, I sabi small. Real estate, stocks, all those kind of investment, foreign investment in equities, trust me. Forex, all those cryptocurrency thing, trust me, I sabi. I'm telling you, don't let anybody deceive you. If you see such, come to me. That's why I'm here. Tell me, sir, there's one online thing I saw. Look at it. Can you tell me what it is about? Someone is talking to me about it, and I'm considering. Some of them are network marketing. You not gonna know. They will enter from the back and telling you they'll be paying you some percent. By the time you enter, now you gonna say they're not gonna pay you any percentage anything. It is still bringing people. Bringing people is bringing people. Bringing people is bringing people. If you enter it, we excommunicate you. Yes, you can invest in foreign, you can invest in stocks, in real estate. There are some investments that are please, those ones. Someone will tell you invest in this company, will be paying you some interest. Please, there are some of them that they are lying to you. What they will be paying you is 0.0000001% until you bring someone else. Those things are scam. That is why in M Global, in our business, I made it very clear how it functions. So if you see any of such, bring it to me. That is why I am here. Remember, it is your money. It is still your final decision. But let me give you my own advice. Some people will tell me, what about cryptocurrency? Trust me, I know cryptocurrency more than I can imagine. As in more than your mind can comprehend. The scam aspect of it and the good aspect of it. And let me tell you one thing that people do. In anything that is genuine, there must be a fake. For example, cryptocurrency now. Is there anything wrong in it? No, cryptocurrency is just an asset. But you must understand that there are genuine assets there and there are fake. So out of every 1,999 are fake. Now, that's being settled. How do you then invest? That one is the different knowledge itself. It's just like when you want to invest in a company. First of all, you must understand how do you know a genuine company, a company that is healthy to buy their shares. That's one aspect. Okay? And how do you know fake companies that comes through SPACs and have fake SEC filings? How do you identify companies that are going down and if you buy their shares, they will get liquidated? That's one aspect. So when you even identify the good companies, the question is this: how do you then invest in the good companies? There are technical analysis and fundamental analysis. There are analysis that must be done to know when best to invest with them and know when not to invest with them. These are different set of what? Information. So there are so many nonsense out there. People will be using cryptocurrency to form network marketing companies and tell you investing in cryptocurrency. Forget that thing. So I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do. I'm here to give you a free professional advice that will save you millions of naira. I was telling someone, let me tell you, from 2018 to date, if I understood, from 2016 I made cryptocurrency. If I understood what cryptocurrency is very well, I will be worth more than 500 million naira in cryptocurrency. If I tell you how much, I will show you someone wallets, my wallets. If I will show you how many thousands of dollars that I lost. Let my loss be a lesson for you. I've invested in foreign stocks and shares, useless companies. You think by listening to all those YouTube channels, you will learn anything. So I have to pay for courses, read books, study extensively every night, morning and day for your own good. Now I'm begging you, let me help you make those decisions. At least I can give you some advice that you make decision yourself. If you invest in anything that will make you lose your money, you are the one that lost. And if you drag any other partner into that loss, we will discipline you. And let me say this openly. If your uplines comes to you and be telling you one thing or the other, tell them, have you told Engineer Nonso? Let's discuss with him. If he tells you, no, don't tell him, there is something fishy. I also want to say this, even your own downlines can also tempt you, because downliners are, I'm telling you, they are the ones that are prone and they are more exposed to those attacks. I want to assure you, if you settle down in RDI in this business, trust me, you will make a lot. I'm telling you the truth. You will earn a lot, you will learn a lot, and you will actually achieve great success. Now, we'll talk about what? Entertaining gossips against leaders and team members. Let me tell you how to handle gossips. Somebody comes to you to tell you something about Engineer Nonso. Let me tell you, I am very open. I'm very, very humble. I receive criticism. In fact, I ask people, please criticize what I'm doing. If anybody wants to criticize me, but they don't want to criticize me open, as in front of, tell the person, you know what? I want to call Engineer Nonso, and I want us to discuss this thing you are telling me now. If the person tells you, no, the person is lying. They lie. The person is lying. I'm telling you, any organization where the members, the leaders are entertaining gossips about their leaders, let me tell you the effect of it. It will stop you from getting from me. That's the reason why I laugh at people that castigate their pastors and their priests. You are in a church, you talk against your pastor and your priest, and tomorrow you will sit down, he says, praise the Lord, he say hallelujah. You are deceiving yourself. You're not going to receive anything again. Better leave that church and go. I've seen so many of my leaders and so many of my partners make stupid mistakes. So I will just be watching them making the mistake. They say, there's a level you will get to. I can no longer talk to you. I'm telling you reality, and I can sense it. See, let me tell you, I had to, even my own uplines, things like this, I will call to them. One of the days, I called my upline, say, my upline, you are destroying my business, sir. He said, Engineer, so why would I say, you are destroying my business. You are my father. If my child comes to tell you anything about me, confront me. Nami Bonham. You are our grandfather. You are my father and you are the grandpapa. How can you come and carry your grandchild and tell him, forget your papa? Can you raise him? You can't raise him when the father is alive. I say, sir, you destroy my business. He was like, he was truly sorry and it was pure ignorance. I said, I did not carry it to go and tell his upline. I didn't call engineer. I didn't call them Hall of Fame in America. I didn't report him to the management. I called him directly. That's how to deal with matters. I called him. I said, sir, you are destroying my business. So if my Peking can't tell you something about me, you are our father. Call us on a round table. Hear from me. Hear from him. And then bring a barrel. Because you know, nobody wants to lose the child. I don't want to lose my Peking. But when you drag my child from me, and then you are now coaching the child, and then the child becomes stubborn to you, he has already become stubborn to me. And then he will no longer listen to anybody, and then he will now fall, or he will now fail. And that was the end of it. So anybody that comes to you, they talk against your papa for this business. They talk against your mama for this business. And you are listening to the person. You are destroying your business. Let me tell you what happened. It means that anything I'm saying, there will not be like a veil, like a sieve. You will not be like, some of them are true, some of them are not true, some of them I apply it, some of them are not, I'm not going to apply it. That means that what I'm sharing with you is no longer absolute truth. And yet, you are the same place, you are in a place where you can actually encourage me, you can actually bring more value. There are certain things I've said, for example, to Mr. Toby and Mr. Augusta, and they'll be like, Mr. Nonio, I don't think this thing is proper. I don't think it will give us what we want. Let's do it this way, let's do it that way. That's what I need from you. You are in that place. But instead of telling me, let's do it this way, let's do it, don't be like, I beg, I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to do it this way. Sometimes you may be right. Why don't you call me and correct me and tell me, look at it from this angle? And I can learn. Let me tell you what causes it. What causes such attitude is because you've stopped listening to your leader, or there is the worst of it is that you're now holding a grievance against your leader. You or your partner, you will fail. I'm telling you on time. Your downliners, you have a grudge against them. You will fail in this business. And they are leaders like you. They are trying to rise up. For example, Mama Agnes having a grudge against Madam Kehinde. Madam, you are destroying your business. Or Madam Kehinde having a grudge against Madam Juliana. Your business don't they go now. or Madam Eminent Augusta having a grudge against Madam Blessing, or any of you here having a grudge against me, let me tell you, it is better you stop attending my training. You will not go far. You will feel frustrated. Just wait. Just wait for some time. It may not happen now. It may take 6 months. That thing you are doing may be working for you. 1 year, it may be working for you, but surely it will happen. It has happened to me. Attending a church, I'm no longer connecting to my pastor, to the leadership. At a time, I felt like that it was very obvious I was dying. I had to go and reconnect back, reconcile, and I found out the root of it. This person said one thing like that, and how can you hear something about your leader, and you have access to that leader, and you can't come to leader and discuss it? First of all, let me tell you what to do. If somebody brings a gossip to you, don't ever keep it. Tell the person, I am sorry. I will tell my leader. If you hide it, if you hide that thing, it will corrupt your heart over time. It will corrupt your heart over time. Deal with it. Tell that person, I'm sorry. I will tell my pastor. I will tell my leader. I will tell Eminent Augusta, this is what you said. I will tell Mr. Nonso, this is what you said. Whenever you say it, that will kill that spirit in your team, and that will bring serious respect. You will save that person and want that person. You know, when someone is coming to you for suggestion, you will know. So I think let's end this part. I know why I had to spend time to discuss on this, because it is very, very vital. This is what scatters a whole team. You will see your team scatter when you can't confront people anymore. When you are so timid, and you are so, maybe the person, you respect the person so much that you cannot confront on it. No, but except if the person cuts you off, and it's very obvious the person has cut you off, you try and try. My brother, my sister, this one, everybody business. So leave the person. When the person hit rock, boom, you go come back. But don't put yourself in a place where you start thinking evil. Keep giving the person value. Keep giving the person general information. But if the person doesn't want to bring you into his business, leave the person. The day the person needs you, he go call you. But never you be in a place where you hit your leader, you are hitting on your leader, you have a grudge against your leader or your downliner, your business will die. Never you. Always be in a place of encouragement, building, and support, both for your uplines and for your downlines. God bless you real good. I'm so happy you made it to this business. I'm so happy. In fact, let me say this again. Many of you don't know, how difficult it is for me to come up this morning now to do this. But if you see the kind of energy, I don't even know where the energy is coming from. I don't even know where the drive is coming from. I don't even know. And all I can say is a very big thank you. I'll keep saying this. I have the best team. I have the best of the leaders. And I'm so grateful to God having you in my team. God bless you real good. God bless you. Please, I'm ending the meeting now. I'm going to be working on the material itself. I will add more things there, okay, to make it richer. Then I will now send it out to us by tomorrow, okay? God bless you real good. God bless you. God bless you. Bye-bye.